You know, I think I'm gonna record a video today. Oh, absolutely not. Can you believe that guy hasn't uploaded since fucking October? Retard. Hey guys, it's me. If you say one thing about this video looking like shit, stop it. I will pull out the blicky and shoot you in the head. I'm here to save the channel from this guy. This guy doesn't really know what he's doing. He hasn't uploaded since November. His hoodie's gay. I'm here to carry the channel out of this hole that this guy has put it into. I know. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been what, a couple months. It's 2020 now. That's pretty cool. But what I missed? What happened?
What I'm saying is
Australia.
It's on fucking fire.
Okay. Every New Year's Day, I make a video and I talk about the previous year and basically just talk about how much it sucked balls. Now this year, there's two problems with that. One, it is February, and two, it's not just a new year, it is a new decade. It is fucking 2020. That's like shit out of a 90s movie where they're talking about, wow, 2020 is the future. It might not be the birthday of the earth, but you want to know whose birthday it is. Mine! I wanted to make a video talking about everything that happened in the past 10 years, and oh my god, writing this script broke my head. Like a decade going by, I only get to experience like 10 of those before I fucking die. 2010 was the Stone Age. You still had to go to stores and be like, hello, can I have this? And they would tell you no. But now in today's magical day and age, you can sit at home in your tidy whities and pull up a laptop, Google whatever stupid shit you want, and press a button while in the middle of nowhere. These magical robot moving shelf things are getting your item and bringing them to some probably overworked, underpaid workers, putting them in a box and shooting it to your doorstep with 1 to 2 business days. With Amazon Prime, you get a free 7-day trial and it comes with a free Fortnite skin. Listen, I know this first section is going on for a little bit. It's basically just me rambling about nothing, but I want to stress how important it is that my childhood is about to end. I need to get a job and make money and live on my own and probably die soon. And I just wanted to pay respect to all of this cool shit that contributed to me having a bomb-ass childhood. But before we start, it's an improvement. Originally, I didn't really know what to put in this section because I'm not gonna lie, my childhood was kind of boring. From ages 1 to 5, I wasn't really doing anything except blasting ass in my pants. But then at the last minute, I was like, hey, you know what? What's a good way of telling your life story that was popular on YouTube? Have you guys heard of one of these? Huh? One of these? In 2005, I was born. You know, when I was a little shithead, I went to this preschool thing. It was pretty cool. I met some friends, all of which I have no idea where they are. They could be dead for all I know. I would always beg my teacher for food, like,
hey yo, give me some bread.
I played this old ass Candyland game on our preschool's Windows 95 computer. You could barely turn on without catching on fire. I remember they had the original Xbox and they had the GameCube there, and I didn't have those. But I went all the way to GameStop and bought a game just so I could come to preschool and play it there. And then, you know, this kid bullied me for not knowing how to play. Alright, so anyways, I graduated from preschool and I went to the big boy league. This is where you grew a pair of tits, except not actually because you were 10, and that's I was in elementary school, the big leagues. The first vivid memory I have of kindergarten was me getting punched in the face. So I kind of vibed in elementary school for a little bit. You know, I made some friends, but then tragedy struck. I became, probably because of all the creepy crawlies that were in there. Ew, gross. But f it, I was chilling. It's just now I experience life with the right volume turned probably down to here. So then we got a bird, and we got a dog, and then my bird died, so then we got more birds. Anyways, I'm gonna skip over this because my life was pretty boring. And you know, man, all this life stuff is pretty gay, I'm not gonna lie, but you know what wasn't gay growing up? I'm gonna tell you guys a secret, okay? Are you ready for this? Growing up here was better than growing up here. Haha, bitch! Now you may be asking yourself, hey man, why is that? Well, I'm glad you asked, sir. That's a very good question. See, the answer is that we had... Now you may be saying, hey man, fuck you. We had the internet too, bro. And you know, I will admit, that is true. That is a good point. So I didn't really get to experience the internet like, you know, the 80s and 90s shitheads did. I did get to experience it while it was a little more mature. A little less not looking like this. What the hell is this? And I understand that when the internet was first becoming really, you know, recognized by everything, it was probably a bit more cool then, because never before could you go online and do shit like all of this here. Of course, that is after you have to wait for the fucking dial-up. By the time I wasn't restricted by not being tall enough to actually see the computer monitor, the internet most definitely by this point had its shit all sorted out. Is it still going? Yeah, oh, yes sir, yes it is. This was here my entire life, and it probably shaped me to be who I am today. I remember my first experience being on the internet. I was at the library, right? And my cousins come up to me and they say, hey, check this out. And they do some hacker stuff on the computer. They Googled fork on Google. And all of these pictures of forks came up, and my mind was just fucking... You're telling me I can type in anything, and there's like millions of things that will come up here? That was a magical experience. But that wasn't even the cool part, because you want to know what was the cool part? 2005, I might have been born. But you know something else that was born in 2005? Even when I was a little man shitting in his pants still, I was on this website watching whatever it had to offer. You know, like watching some dorks play a video game, watching this orange that is some reason still a YouTube channel and is still making videos. Watching a nice video of several stickmen killing each other, beating the absolute piss out of each other, throwing each other off of cliffs and just dying. Some of us do really take for granted how in this day and age you can click a button and be entertained by shit like this for literally probably your entire life. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was awesome getting a bunch of your friends over and sitting on the couch on a nice summer day and turning on the TV and seeing what was on Nickelodeon. Hint, it was always fucking SpongeBob. SpongeBob is pretty cool too, and Ed, and Eddie and Chowder and all shit like that was amazing. But let's be real, that doesn't come close to watching a grown man vomit into a pan and making a cake out of it. And you wouldn't expect that video to be funny as hell, but it is. And that's what made YouTube so cool back in the day, and even still now. It's just a bunch of guys just trying to be funny. Not this Will Smith, the Randy Andel, Wendy Williams bullshit corporate thing. There's more emphasis on the everyday random person just making a YouTube video. There's more emphasis on you. You too. You! And now this website kind of sucks balls, I'm not gonna lie. There's so much stuff that is happening right now and has happened that probably makes it so if you want to be a YouTuber, don't. But this place is amazing, like come on. And watching just retards doing retard things is what shaped me to be the person, for better or for worse, that I am today.
Hey guys, it's me from the future. So the internet's cool, obviously, for all the reasons I just talked about, but there is one thing that I very graciously glossed over. The internet is what exposed me to video games.
So this part is probably not a surprise at all. The fucking G in LHGeee literally means gaming, so...
And see, now growing up, there were 3 types of games that I would play. I would play the new games at the time, you know, shit from like the 90s or whatever. But also, most importantly, I played Flash games.
Flash games were these cool little games that you played on your computer, but you didn't even have to download anything. I don't know, what is this? You have to put it on, what? Most computers back then and nowadays have a browser. You just open it and you type in cool math games and then you play the game. It's as easy as that. You could have the most ghetto piece of shit computer setup. But I'm talking like 99.999% of the times. You can still load up a good old game of anything. Flash games are cool, man. Alright, listen up, Grandma. A browser game is quite literally a game that you play inside your browser. No download, no bullshit, nothing! Okay, so what's this Flash game kooky bullshit that I keep talking about? Well, Flash games and browser games, no difference. They're the same. Flash games, I guess, is like a type of browser game. It's a game that was made with this thing called Adobe Flash.
and that is literally it. There's no difference. Not all browser games were made with Flash, but the ones that are usually are called Flash games. Just to clear up some confusion.
Most of these are just really simple games. It's not rocket science to figure out how to play them. Like, I bet you look at this and you'd be like, oh my god, what is this, bro? You just dragging balls into different like parts of the screen. Boring. But that's not the case at all. With some of them, it's because these games were so simple. That's what made them so fun. Like, hey, here's another example. You guys know this game? Well, actually, that's a silly question because yes, you do. Even though this game at its core was really simple, you just went from point A to point B. Look at how many videos people made on this, bro. This was like popping. And you know, I'll say this again. One of the coolest parts of these games was that you can play right in your browser. You didn't have to do any of this computer hack the mainframe bullshit. Oh, I don't know how to turn on my computer. Are you 5 years old and can barely turn on the computer, but you still want to play video games? Just go to coolmathgames.com. Are you just in school and you have these lame ass like Chromebook things and you were just bored out of your fucking mind? Unblockedgames.com. There's a ton of cool stuff that you can do there. Also, by the way, I've been saying this website, coolmathgames.com, a lot. If you don't know what that is, you may be like, math games, you a fucking loser. I'll let you in on a secret, okay? They're not actually math games. That's the stinker. Does this look like a math game to you? No, it's not. But you just got pranked, idiot teacher. Haha, lol. I'm gonna give you examples of Flash games that are just really fun, and I bet a lot of you have probably actually played. VVV, Give Up, Papa's Pizzeria, Fireboy and Water Girl, The Impossible Quiz, and most of the games on coolmathgames.com are bangers. World's Hardest Game, Vehicles, B-Cube, Jelly Truck, Factory Balls, and Run. I would rather play these games than I would rather hop on Xbox. There are so many games that I'm probably just forgetting that I'm just gonna stop.
So this is a little more recently, but in 2015 I went through this phase where I tried to be an animator and make like my own little cartoons. I did just by looking at the fucking thumbnails. You can see they weren't very good, but of course I gotta first tell you the context. I remember I was watching YouTube one day and I found this video, and you know, I was like, damn, that's a pretty good video. I thought it was funny. So you know, like immediately, like in the span of like 2 days, I binge watched like 30 of their videos. These guys are the OGs. They've been making videos on Newgrounds, which if you don't know what the f that is, it's basically YouTube before YouTube. But they've been making videos on YouTube since 2006. So these boys are the real deal. But yeah, I couldn't really tell you why watching these videos just like inspired me to make animations. But it did. So I did all this research on what people use to animate, and I annoyed the shit out of my mom to make her pay a monthly fine to use this program, which I didn't know all about. You might have heard about it somewhere else in the video, Adobe Flash. And I just started dicking around with it. I think the earliest examples of I made was in about 2015 when I animated a section of one of my videos I did with my brother. So I'll show you boys what you know what that entails.
I've never played this before, so if I fall directly into lava, it's all your fault.
You know, I never said that I was good at drawing. Alright. How about this one? How about this one?
You left your phone at my house? Okay. But get your dirty hands off of me!
I don't think I have to tell you why this sucks. I think you can just observe that with your eyeballs. See, over the following months, I've kind of developed, you know, my style, my characters. I drew this in MS Paint. That's very cool. So, you know, I let those designs bake in the oven a little bit. And the next animation I made was a month later, and it was like my ode to the summer. It was the last day of summer, and I was sad because I had to go back to school and get bullied and cry and piss my pants.
This is the last day of summer. I'm gonna make the password right now. The end of summer 2015. I hope you enjoy.
So this is what I spent my valuable last day of summer on. Can we talk about that hair? Oh my god! Why is my whole entire body just a fucking rectangle? This is the last one I want to talk about before we move on. Here's an example of one of the later animations I did.
Hey, go to bed. You know what time it is? Jay, stop dancing.
I don't know if you could tell, but it's kind of heavily inspired, we'll say, from you know, Ed's World. Just a little bit though, just a little bit. I made this dude's fucking nutsack like massive for some reason. I don't know why. See, it's not good, but obviously there was some improvement, and I've only been doing this shit for like 3 months, so to see it go from this to this is honestly pretty cool to see. But that's not even the tip of the iceberg. See, those were just little 5-second long things that I just made because I was bored. See, now this is the real deal. I made the executive decision to make a second channel. You know what I mean? God forbid I have Happy Wheels Let's Plays and animations on the same channel. So I made this video announcing my second account, long-haired animation, and over the course of a couple months I shot out a couple videos. See, the one I think is absolutely integral that we look at is this one. This is like the Grand Slamabama. This is supposed to be like a long-running series, and it has a deep plot and characters and twists and turns. Animation series thing. Episode 1. So already we got a pretty good thing going. It's almost 8-minute video. We have 2 minutes of me talking about just nothing important. Nobody gives a shit. And then after the 5-minute mark, it's just nothing. So here's the first scene. It's me sleeping on a bed. My nipples are getting very dangerously close to my neck. I should probably you know. So I get out of bed and I slide across the floor, leaving chunks of my leg stuck to the ground for some reason. That's great. After I sung my nice little song, I put a t-shirt on, and then the doorbell rings. Whoa, that's crazy. I open it, and then this disembodied arm goes into the box, and it's a green it's a thing.
The RPG I ordered off eBay finally came.
Oh, I'm picking it up, and I'm just as happy as can be. I'm just like, yeah, I got a fucking rocket launcher. Spoiler alert, everyone dies and it sucks. The end. See, if you're interested, you can watch all the rest of these for yourself. I don't want to spoil all of it. This will be in the description if you want to look at this and make fun of me for it. The end. I just spent this entire video talking about my childhood, right? Because I'm gonna be gay with you for a second. Your childhood is really important, and I've come to realize that. And the thing that sucks is that as you grow up, you're probably gonna forget a lot of the shit that happened in your childhood. I do think that it's incredibly important that stuff that happens in your childhood should really be documented in some kind of way, whether that's, you know, write about it in like a journal or something, or a stupid ass 20-minute fucking video that takes you 7 months to make. One way or another, you find a way to always remember your humble beginnings. All right, anyway, but that's gay. That shit's gay. But hey Casey, make some fart noises. Well, prior to this year, the point of these are kind of just to like give a recap of the previous year and be like, goodbye. So, you know, to wrap up this video, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Talk about 2019. See, it's gonna be kind of hard because I don't remember jack shit. We're gonna look at the video I made last year, 2019, and we're just gonna talk about how much I didn't keep any of my promises.
Yes, I know. I caught my hair. I had to. It was getting in the way. I had to.
See, I bet at least one of you is wondering what's the hair situation like now, because I made a big deal about me cutting off all of my hair on that video. So let me just you know, here's my hair, guys. My hair do be kind of looking like this. I haven't showered, so it looks like fucking shit. I do have an announcement. I am growing it back, not to this extent though, because last year I think I said it best myself.
Most of the time in videos, that thing looked like a freaking. I look like a dead rat.
Whether it's a good idea or not, this is ultimately the end goal. See, another big part of this video was talking about how much in 2018 I was gonna post a lot more. I was gonna be just video after video after video. I was on the fucking grind. That didn't really work out. Probably half of this video, half of this 11-minute video is just me going on about how, oh, I'm gonna post more in 2018, and then I posted like fucking what, like 3 more videos than I did in 19. What the fuck am I saying? The last point in this video was the YouTube rewind in 2018 was total fucking shit. It was god awful.
YouTube rewind was really bad, and I'm assuming for 2020 I'm gonna look back at this video. Future LHGeee, I pray to God that next year's YouTube rewind isn't as god awful as this. It cannot get any worse than this.
the one this year in 2019, it wasn't so bad. No, okay, nowhere near as bad as the whatever this is. Nowhere near as bad. The likes aren't even like that good. There's 8 million dislikes. I'm gonna be real. I don't know what to talk about anymore. 2019 was so fucking boring. Nothing happened. Oh, actually, no. The most noteworthy thing that happened in 2019 for me, I went to the hospital twice in the span of 2 months. It sucked. It was just a very year. It was very much a year. It happened. If there's anything we should be talking about, it's 2020. See, I was looking at it as if 2020, it's a new start. It's a new decade. There's gonna be so much stuff I'm gonna do. And then, you know, World War III was trending on Twitter in January. So that was pretty cool. Australia was literally on fire, and I still think it is. In this humble month of March, school is literally canceled because of the coronavirus. I have to stay home for 2 weeks. Bitches don't be wanting the coronavirus. This video, in a way, is very much a big fucking mess. Why did this video take so long? Why is it literally March? I'm lazy and dumb. Because I was planning for months and writing the script for this video, and it was just getting too long. I had to cut entire sections out. I have to wrap it up. I'm sorry this video took so long. Kobe Bryant and a couple other people passed away. The coronavirus has literally turned into a pandemic. My country, along with a lot of other countries, are literally in lockdown mode. I am kind of joking about it a little bit, but the coronavirus is serious, and I don't think a lot of people are taking it as serious as they should. Be safe. Brush your teeth. Eat healthy. Kiss your mom and dad. If you'll excuse me, I have a corpse to now dispose of. I guess the message that I'm really trying to push is that your childhood is an integral part of your life. It's what shapes you to be who you are today. You have this exploding imagination and curiosity, and you see this world as this massive playground for you to just dick around in. And the thing that sucks is that some people don't get to experience the joy of their childhood, and unfortunately have to struggle through it for whatever reason. I know this little speech at the end is very sappy and gay and whatever, but I am truly thankful for the life that I've been given, and I think that in a lot of ways I've taken that for granted. You do have to remember that the world does not revolve around you. There are people in the world that don't have it as good as you. Go and give your mom a kiss. Go and give your dad a hug. Tell them how much they're cool. They literally shat you out. They literally are the reason you're alive. I'm very glad I'm done with this video. I'm going to take a nap now. Thank you.